Hi, this is Mike Elliott, and you're watching the CEO Live Investor Insight Series. In this episode, we'll be talking to Mr. Michael Friedman. He's the CEO of MediSwipe, a data management solutions company for the medical marijuana and healthcare industry. MediSwipe is a publicly traded company listed under ticker symbol MWIP. Good morning, Michael. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Thanks for having us today.
It's been an exciting first half of the year for MediSwipe. You just announced getting funded by a private equity group out of Chicago. In the announcement, it states that funds will be used to nurture expansion into untapped areas of the medicinal market. Could you give us a brief overview of those untapped areas MediSwipe is pursuing?
Yes, Mike, right now, presently there are 20 states, including the District of Columbia, where medicinal marijuana is legal within the states. But still, with almost half of the states in the union, it is a very fragmented industry. So what we've come to do as MediSwipe is try and create a network through a variety of applications. Our first being the MediSwipe DMS software, which is the databasing of patient information through HIPAA-compliant cloud-based software, where a patient comes in to see a doctor and is requesting his certification or the use of a medical ID card for the use of medicinal marijuana in his or her state. And what we're able to do from inception of that patient is take that data, his patient attestation form, his ID, and whatever paperwork is necessary by that specific state, is put it in a HIPAA-compliant, secure environment, in our cloud-based environment, and store it on his behalf for just pennies a day. And he is able to forward that data to any doctor, to any caregiver, or to any dispensary in that state that he's working with, in order to create this network, again, which right now is just not available with presently the way things are running within this industry.
And could you tell us about the MediSwipe DMS product that's currently being deployed?
Yes, and that's exactly what it's doing. So let's take it from inception. A patient in Michigan or Los Angeles wants to get his ID card. He's going to walk in and find specifically a doctor that is going to certify that patient because he has any one of the major ailments that will allow him to receive that certification, which could be, unfortunately, Crohn's disease or glaucoma, or he could be a cancer patient. He's seeking some type for chemotherapy, some type of relief. So he's able to, whether through 1 to 2 or 3 consultations, receive that certification from the doctor. Once the doctor certifies that patient, he then files specific forms with the state. It takes typically in Michigan roughly 3 weeks to get those forms back from the state and receive the state ID card. And what's happening is those forms, along with the doctor's certification, are placed within the MediSwipe DMS system, which is a cloud-based system which enacts sort of like what is already available with a standard practice or your doctor's PHR or EMR system, where all your records, in this case, you have X-rays or any type of medical records that are placed in a digital compliance system. Well, in this industry, obviously, there's far less records that are necessary. It's basically 5 or 8 forms. So there's much less that need to be done here. So much to the benefit of us, the MediSwipe DMS gathers the patient ID, a driver's license, all the forms, holds them on behalf of the patient. And again, for a nominal fee of roughly $19.99 a year, $20 a year, less than $2 a month, that patient is able to forward those records from the certification center or from his caregiver to a specific dispensary or pharmacy or caregiver and have power over those records, where before we were offering this software, he was unable to. In many instances, recently, like in California, where over 180 dispensaries were closed, or in Michigan, our state where we're located, where several dispensaries temporarily were closed, the patient lost access to their records. I don't know about you, but as somebody that doesn't have insurance or somebody that doesn't have a primary care physician, it is very difficult often to get a hold of your medical records, and it's sometimes a costly experience to get a hold of these records. And now, with new laws enacted as of April 1st, it is necessary to show prior condition, meaning that if you're trying to obtain a state ID card because of glaucoma or because of Crohn's disease, well, you have to show those records in order to get your ID card. And that's very important, and has put a lot of doctors basically in a hot seat to show that you need this prior history, and that's what the MediSwipe MS does. It is going to store these records or obtain these records for this nominal fee of the $20 annually, where the patient will always have control, always be able to forward them, always to create this base as the records grow, as you continue to get continual consultations or doctor's care and build these records to have them for this fee. And that's what the DMS does. And we feel it is a tremendous tool, and will be able to keep track of everything going on as you order medicine, change caregivers, have the continuing care, and meet the basic requirements as qualified by the states.
Okay, and next I'd like to talk about the national distribution network that you're building for these two new hemp-based energy drinks, Chillo and C+ Swiss Tea. First, could you tell us about what makes these drinks different than other energy drinks currently on the market? And second, how this distribution network is progressing?
Well, we were very happy to announce a couple weeks ago, Mike, that MediSwipe was able to obtain the national and exclusive rights for all dispensaries for Chillo, the energy drink, and C Swiss, both hemp-based, the iced tea. These drinks were well known. They were already been released in big box stores, including Whole Foods, convenience stores. So MediSwipe has been working diligently with the manufacturer and importer of these drinks, and we're happy to say that we have obtained the exclusive licensing rights, as well as worldwide e-commerce rights for these drinks. The drinks are all natural, no GMOs, beet juice sugar, hemp-based, hemp seed oil, which people on the health food side are sometimes fanatical about getting a tablespoon of hemp seed oil daily. It's sold in Whole Foods, as I said, GNC. So being able to, where the energy drink market has taken some hits over the last year, especially with some actual accidents, and has taken some real criticism, MediSwipe could come in with a health-based energy drink with B6, B12, hemp oil, all the health benefits, where none of the other energy drinks, like even some of the big ones, Red Bull, Monster, some of the main brands out there, with no natural benefits. We're out there in a grassroots campaign, starting with colleges, just like here in Ann Arbor in Michigan, and which is a very medicinal-friendly town. We've got 50,000 students there. If we can have 50,000 students and we can change them from one Starbucks or one Red Bull a day, and just get them drinking one Chillo or one C Swiss a day, that's what I'm talking about, starting a grassroots campaign. We've got 3,500 dispensaries nationally that we're dealing with. Starting last week, samples of Chillo and C Swiss are going out to everyone. We've already started distribution and sales in Oregon, Arizona, Northern California, Michigan. We're doing commitments and sales right now of about 5,000 units a week. So just starting this 3 weeks ago, the drinks will be available on Amazon here in the next week via e-commerce. So very happy to have this brand. It's already been out there, won 2011 Beverage BevNet Awards. The green packaging, C Swiss in a cardboard can, completely ergonomic, green packaging, not to, excuse the pun please, but great products. And this is what we're about, is using our network, which we've had for years on the merchant processing side, moving now towards dealing with all the patients on the market and patient management and data side, and using this as a downline for nutraceuticals, beverages, edibles, and whatever we can do to keep our network on a revenue producing and affiliate campaign to have a revenue generating model for MediSwipe.
And before we go on to the next question, I just want to point out, I think that's a brilliant marketing strategy. Instead of going head to head with some of these major energy drinks, putting out a similar product with similar ingredients, you're redoing it from the ground floor. You're putting it in the detailed ingredients, such as the non-GMO, the green packaging, the recyclable packaging, things that really matter to the young consumer. That is the target market for those drinks, let's face it. And then to go into college campuses and to a more open-minded consumer market to really build that brand and build a name for yourselves, I think it's brilliant. It certainly should be a way for you to take market share away from some of those other drinks, which, frankly, as you mentioned, are becoming less popular because of some of the harsher active ingredients. So I think those two products alone are very exciting.
I appreciate you saying that. And it could cost millions of dollars to launch an energy drink, and we think our approach, because of a built-in network with the dispensaries, already having relationships, shipping it to them. A lot of them are doing it on promotional side. It costs them about $1.50. They're giving it away to their patients with a $40 medicinal purchase. So they're getting the brand out there on our behalf. They're selling it for $2.99, two for $5. They're making their money. We're making our money. It's a great product, and we're looking forward to really creating a residual value and revenue side stream for this. Is something that we feel is not a fad. It's a great product and will be a great stream for us for many years within the company.
Excellent. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Okay, my last question is regards a recent announcement you made about having launched the first cloud-based, HIPAA-compliant, subscription-based digital ID for medicinal marijuana patient records. So can you tell us about this product and how it's going to help your overall strategy in the medicinal marijuana space?
Yes, the digital ID hotline, Mike, is something that no patient should be without. What we've done is we've created this product, which is essentially a help or a hotline for patients. For whatever reason, there are students that are medicinal patients. There are patients that don't carry their ID cards on them at all times, or their paperwork in 20 states now. And we're talking about millions of patients. And when they're walking out of dispensaries, and especially in today's environments, and in some areas of California, in Michigan, and other states where the laws are being questioned, they may be stopped by law enforcement. And if you don't have your proper paperwork, or if you don't have your ID card, here's where the MediSwipe digital ID hotline can help. If you call the 800 number for just, again, pennies a day, $20 a month, we try and make our revenue model very simple at MediSwipe, our residual model. Everything's $20. You can call this number, and our agents, our medical operators are standing by, and they will forward your records, your ID, your driver's license, a copy of your state ID, or identify you or authenticate you via the phone. They will tell the officer, law enforcement, or just forward your records to your mobile phone or your email, again, with your permission, or to your caregiver or to your dispensary, again, with your permission. Everything is recorded, so it is HIPAA compliant through the HIPAA compliant gateway. And this is what's being done. So they will give your name, they will give your driver's license number. Everything is authenticated through the person's driver's license, and that's the way that we're able to do it quickly and manage it. So they will tell the color of your hair, the color of your eyes, they'll tell your illness, they'll tell what type of medicine you're supposed to have, how much, where you get it from, all the information that you need. Again, this is just for $20 a year. It's an invaluable service as far as I'm concerned. If you're caught without your card identification or your paperwork and you have medicine on you, and a lot of our dispensaries are reselling it on our behalf and making money there as well. Again, another residual revenue model for MediSwipe, the digital ID hotline. If you're a patient and you're looking for more information on signing up for the hotline, you can email MediSwipe, info@mediswipe.com. one of our representatives be happy to tell you how to sign up for it on your own, or many of our dispensary clients, again, are just scanning their records at their patient's request, paying the $20 automatically, and allowing their patients to sign up for it immediately, just to have it as a security basis as part of their services they're offering to their patients.
And it sounds like another great product and another great revenue stream. And Michael, that's all the questions I had for today. Was there anything else you'd like to add before we close?
No, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity. I know that our shareholders are always looking for us to reach out to our audience as far as through press. As far as I believe, we have some very exciting things happening at the company. We are, again, still pending our dividend with 800 Commerce. We expect to be at it and announcing that, within a matter of, I don't want to get myself in trouble here. We're very, very close here to the next couple of weeks to updating shareholders here on the 800 Commerce dividend. We believe that the beverage lines through Chillo and C-Swiss are going to be a tremendous revenue stream for the company, and the rollout of the MediSwipe databasing product on behalf of patients, expanding our patient database through multiple dispensaries in multiple states, as well as the digital ID hotline at $20 a year. We're talking about just 100,000 patients is $2 million in annual revenues. Extrapolate that through 20 states. We believe we're finally on our way to doing something meaningful in this fragmented sector. Our revenue model is very simple to understand, and I want to thank the shareholders for their continued support, as well as Mike at CEOLive.tv for having us here today as a guest.
We've been talking to Mr. Michael Friedman. He's the CEO of MediSwipe, a data management solutions company for the medicinal marijuana and healthcare industry. MediSwipe trades under ticker symbol MWIP, and you can find out more about them by visiting their website at www.mediswipe.com.